Hello and thank you for spending some time with me this afternoon, or whatever time zone you happen to be in. We're going to have a little look at the role that adjectives play when we're using them in English. And specifically, we're going to have a look at the ing ed form. Okay, so thinking about why it changes, how it changes. There's an extensive list of adjectives and adjective endings, and we're not going to go into all of them today, but we are going to look at why the form changes with some common examples. Now, if you're a beginner in English, don't worry, we'll recap a little bit on exactly what adjectives are. Obviously, if you're a little bit more intermediate or advanced, then you already know what adjectives are, but you might just want to know how to use them with a little bit more confidence. So let's go on with it. So basically, one of the common issues that you find with adjectives is why they change form. So adjectives, for those of you who are starting to learn the language, are descriptive words. This means they tell us a little bit more about how people are feeling, what the event is, who is it that's doing things, for example. So an adjective will describe mood, the person, the character, the event. So there's a big list, and they do have various endings. And today we're going to look at a common form that it takes. Okay, with my handy whiteboard here. All right, this is the first time I've used this, so bear with, as they say. So if we were thinking about a flight, an aeroplane flight, okay, we would feel tired, maybe, okay? We would feel tired with the ed ending, adjective, okay? Why are we tired? We're tired because the flight was... I won't draw a plane. I'll spare everybody that. Because it's tiring, okay? ing. I am tired, base form, okay? Infinitive. I am tired because it is tiring. The flight is tiring. So that is the event, the situation that has made me feel tired. All right. If we took another example, let's say that someone is watching a football game. It's quite a relevant topic at the moment. Okay. So again, you would feel, maybe, you would feel this. Okay, you just scored a goal, your team's just scored a goal, well, your country's just scored a goal, right? More specifically. So you would be excited because of that. So what would the football match be? Exciting, yeah? So what we see again is that I quite like writing on this board. Sorry, just share that with you. What we have is ing again. So the football match is exciting, and we are excited because the football match is exciting. So the event makes you feel a certain way. To mix it up a little bit here, native speakers would probably use a different word. That doesn't mean you can't use the same word. Grammatically, that's fine. But we mix it up a bit because that's what native speakers do. And obviously, as you want to advance your English, you want to be able to use a wide range of vocabulary, yeah? So what else could you say? You'd need a synonym. So I'm tired because the flight was, let's change it, exhausting, okay? Exhausting could be one you would use. So in a sentence, we have, I am tired because the flight was exhausting. Can we say it the other way? Yes. I am exhausted because the flight was exhausting. So, did I get that correct? I think I did. So yeah, so I am tired, it is tiring. I am exhausted, it is exhausting. We can use various forms, okay? We could also do the same with the football match, because we might say that it is thrilling. Oh, I'm really excited. That is a thrilling football game. And the other way around, which would be, I am thrilled because that is an exciting football game. So all we're doing here is we're mixing up the words. We're still keeping the same form. The id, ed, will always be you or a person. You can use second or third person, but you know, she is tired because the flight was tiring. He is excited because the game was exciting. But if we do use different words, we still need to keep the form the same way, okay? What happens if we're talking about a person? Does it get a bit different? Yes and no. Okay, let's say that your boss is boring. Your boss is boring. ING. Long meetings that go on for hours. So how did you feel when you come out of a meeting? Bored. Maybe you're bored during the meeting, but you're definitely bored, okay? So once again, the feeling you have, the adjective is bored. I am bored. He is boring, all right? So yeah, we can describe the person, but all you have to think about here is we often use adjectives with the ing to describe somebody, don't we? But the main thing to remember is, how does that make you or another person feel? Let's say, for example, that you like your boss and you don't think he is boring, but your friend does, your colleague does. So I'm never bored, but she is bored because she finds him boring. All right. So there again, it's how a person is made to feel or reacts to a person, situation, or an event. Okay. There is one curveball here. Curveball. Do we know what that means? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Something that kind of is irregular. Stress. I'm just going to wipe this off because we'll do a new board. Oh no, we have a new board the other side, so let's use that. Right, so stress is a bit weird. It's one of those strange adjectives, and I've seen it used. Even advanced speakers get a bit confused with this one. So what we can say, stress is a noun, but we're going to move it into the adjective form. So often you'll see it like this, and it will have the full, stressful. Oh, that meeting was stressful. But how do you feel? What's the adjective? It's not this. It's stressed, okay? So you feel stressed. ED. This is you. That meeting was so stressful. I am really stressed. So we wouldn't really use this to describe how you feel. I am so stressful. It doesn't work, okay? We would say I am stressed. She is feeling stressed. He is feeling stressed. They are feeling stressed. Why? Because a situation is stressful. Of course, you could see it used as stressing out. Oh, he's really stressing out about his exams at the moment. But the fundamental thing is he's feeling stressed because the event is stressful. And that's one that can confuse a few people sometimes. Okay, just something to be aware of. You may need some kind of predicate when you use it. So you could, for example, say, she's really stressful to be with. That would work. She is really stressful to be with. Okay, but you still feel stressed. So we have some examples of how you would use adjectives and change the form. Remember a couple of things from today. The takeaways are that for a lot of the ing adjectives, they often describe the event or the situation, but the way you feel, or a person, has the id, ed ending. And to advance it even more, you can find a synonym to replace one of them, but using the same form. That may be something you want to try out when you have time. I hope you found it helpful today, and please let me know if there are any areas that you would like to have lessons on or you want to know more about. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you may consider subscribing, and I hope to see you again.